How was the week?
It was good. It was socially busy. I feel like I was like with a lot of people, out a lot.
It's not my fault.
No, well, no.
Okay.
Not really. Well, I think it was like...
It's my fault.
Well, no, because I'm just thinking, like, I was here on Sunday, then
Wednesday.
in the middle of the week, and then I saw you on
The following day.
following day.
Yeah. And now
then
again today.
And then
That's 4 days with Velvet. That's a lot.
It's a lot. But it's 4 days with me, too, which is a lot.
Never feels like a lot to me. See what I did there for you and what you didn't do for me? Yeah. Anyway,
fine.
We'll talk about it later.
I'll get to my point, though. And then yesterday we were over at a friend's house, and then I had lunch with people, and then another, like, it was just a lot. Oh, and then I was out with you and your daughter too this week. Was that not this week?
Oh yeah, that was. And with my husband at some point out for lunch.
Yeah.
And somebody else, not just my husband. That sounded weird. Like your little lunch date.
Well, he's technically my boss, so it wouldn't be.
No, I'm technically your boss.
He's not.
No.
Just you are.
Yes.
Just you is.
Just me is.
Oh, he is kind of.
I answer
to him.
My name's on the paper.
I know, but I answer to him too.
I just let him be my voice.
Right. But I mean, if I was doing something that was like inappropriate or wrong, I feel like I would have to answer to him.
I guess.
He's my boss too.
No, he's not. Don't let him know, but I don't go to his head. Do you want to know what
you guys are on my phone? When I text both of you, like both of you are in there, it's bosses.
Ew.
I knew you'd hate it.
I hate I'm not even your boss. That's the thing. You just happen to work for
funny.
Our company.
It's funny.
And
bosses.
And I'm not talking about this. Let's just make sure they know I don't think I'm your boss on the podcast.
No, I don't think anybody would. No, nobody thinks that.
Maybe it's their first time.
Yeah, maybe. Okay, Velvet's not my boss on the podcast.
Not our boss.
How was your week?
Also very social, I feel.
Was that my fault?
Yes, but I liked it. See what I did there? You didn't do that for me.
It's implied.
Pardon me?
It's implied.
Is it?
It's assumed.
By who?
You know.
I don't think it counts. It's what the listeners...
I don't tire at people.
Oh, I do.
Exactly. So I feel like when... Was that aggressive? I'm sorry.
Exactly.
Yeah. But like, I feel like I can spend a lot of time with one person and be not cranky about it, really. I just kind of assume that you would know that I don't really get tired.
It depends on the person too.
All right.
Yeah. I can spend mass amounts of time with you without being annoyed with you.
Oh, that's nice.
I know. See what I did again for you?
You're filling my tank.
I'm so much words of encouragement right now.
I'm words of affirmation, and you're just
filling your tank?
Filling my tank. That's lovely. And I
welcome.
needed it today. I came in cranky.
Yeah, I could feel it. I could feel your love tank was a little low
it was
today.
A little low.
Yeah.
It's okay. I'm not so cranky anymore.
So I was thinking, we had a conversation a while back, and I just had a moment where we were talking about plastic surgery.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And we had spoken if I would do anything else. And I was like, here, there, whatever. I've realized, though, after I've thought about it, I would do so much if money wasn't an object. Like, if I just had endless amounts of cash, I would totally do a lot of plastic surgery.
Is that smart, though?
I don't know.
Like, would you ruin your face?
Not on my face, like everywhere. Let's not just assume,
like
I'd be a BBL and some lipo.
You would not
I'd
do
get
that.
boobs. I 100% would. And I realize I'm not... Yeah, so for me, like, I'm sure I could do those things if I really wanted to, but it seems like such a waste of money. But if I just had endless amounts of cash...
You would get a BBL.
Yeah.
They're weird looking.
Not mine. Mine would be great.
Everyone would know. People would think
Why?
People would think that you had just gained weight and it went right to your butt.
That's okay.
You don't mind?
That's amazing.
I think that those are going out of style.
Butts are never out of style.
People are getting rid of them.
Well, I can't get rid of mine. I already have one-ish, so I can't get rid of it.
That's not a BBL level.
I'm on a BBL.
Those are going out.
I don't care.
You should care.
Well, I don't. So if I win the lottery, I'm getting a BBL.
Okay, I'll have to support it.
We'll do like a pod on it, a live pod during my BBL.
Yeah.
Maybe someone wants to sponsor my BBL.
And then you'll have to watch me fake that I like it.
You don't have to fake anything. You can say you hate it. It makes no difference to me.
I just think they're kind of aggressive. Like when you look at...
Yeah.
Okay, but the first thing that pops into my head is like Nicki Minaj.
Well, I don't even think that's possible to do to me. Like that's a lot of.
Well, if they can do it
Ass.
to her, they can do it to you.
She had a lot to work with before that, though. I feel.
Oh.
They just like.
They just
lift.
put implants in.
I know, but like obviously I wouldn't go Nicki Minaj. I would just go like Brooklyn Islam. No,
Your daughter?
Yeah. No, I'd even go bigger than that. No, I would. But anyway, I decided I was
Okay.
laying in bed and I decided like,
Okay.
it's not about the plastic surgery. It's about the cost of it. And I think it's ridiculous. So no, but I would totally
Okay,
just go
so
for
continue
it.
then. What else would you do?
Oh, I'd do lipo. I would just do everything that I could.
Right.
Not on my face. I don't want to look plastic. I want my body to look plastic. Not
You know
my
what
face.
I think what happens though is you get in there and they start making little suggestions.
Totally.
Like, oh, you know what? Like, look at these results we have with this person. Took blood out of the whatever and like inserted it into the whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And you start down that path.
But I don't hate I don't like hate my nose. I would never touch my
Right.
nose. I wouldn't
Right.
touch my lips. That would be ridiculous.
Right.
It's like I'd look ridiculous with
Right,
bigger
yeah.
lips.
Yeah.
But like other things, sure, why not tweak it up a bit?
No.
Little lipo on the thighs, little lipo on the stomach, and not for anyone, for me.
No, I have no issues with that at all. I feel like when we were kids, if you heard about anybody getting anything done, it was like, oh, really? Okay. I don't know. At least I was that way, but not anymore.
No.
Like if some lady in the church got like a boob job,
Why do we always go to church?
that was my world. Where else am I gonna go?
The grocery store,
That's the
library,
only place I lived.
school.
People
If
in
your teacher walked in with a BBL one
yeah,
day.
okay, yeah, I would be like, ooh.
Yeah.
I would think that she'd gained weight probably and not really cared.
I don't
but
think I was looking at my teacher's asses, actually.
No, probably not.
No.
Wasn't on her radar.
And then I had another, this doesn't really go in with it, but kind of does. This is a question for you.
Oh, okay,
And I'll tell you my answer once I
Okay.
ask you.
hit me.
Have you ever been hit on by a friend's husband or your husband's friends? I don't know why this popped in my head. I was just having a night of thoughts, but I was curious. Have you ever been in a circumstance where you're like, eek?
No. I've had a couple scenarios where like we were at Coyote Ugly that one time,
Yeah.
and that guy was coming in hot
Yeah.
with me. Like, remember? Do you remember that?
Yeah,
He's
I do.
following
No,
me
I do.
around.
Yeah.
Like I kind of made a friend.
Did you add him on Facebook?
No,
There wasn't
His name
Facebook
was
then.
Mike, though. I remember.
Really?
That's the only time I really felt as if it was like uncomfortable, but never like my husband's friend. No, you have
4. I counted 4 people.
really?
Yeah.
What do you define as hitting on? Obviously, we are not going to go into specifics with this.
No, not even a little
No.
bit, but like feet under the table, that type of thing.
Are you kidding me? Does Kyle know?
No. He's hearing this for the first time too.
How recent is this?
Oh, it was a while ago.
And you never told him?
No,
Why would you not tell him that?
because there's no point.
Was it my husband?
Yes. I thought it would be a good day. Is that okay? No. That would be amazing though.
What a
No.
great podcast this would be. I came in cranky before. Can you imagine me leaving? I'd be done. I am like so intrigued. Okay,
I know.
What's another one?
What do you mean? What's another one?
Well, like, give me another example of like what another like coming on to you's been.
There's been words
Just like
like that I knew that if I was like
really
would have answered a certain way or whatever.
it would have
that-
gone someplace.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, you're putting out energy.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. Am I putting out energy? Do you find me to be that person?
I swallowed really loud. I apologize.
Do you find me flirty with other people's men?
No, I don't.
I don't either.
I'm just trying to think.
I know you are.
Well, yeah, bear with me. I'm just trying to think of, because I'm processing this.
One of them was not married. The other 3 were.
And was Kyle friends with the husbands? That's my first question. I shouldn't ask that because I don't want.
No,
I
I'm
don't
not
want
going
to
to go
narrow.
into
I don't
any
want to
of it.
narrow.
No, we won't
down.
narrow anything
Yeah.
down. But yeah,
Okay. Why did you not tell Kyle?
because there's no point.
You don't think he would have found it interesting or entertaining?
Well, entertaining probably, but I don't. You never know though either, and I don't want to be like, F him or something, right?
Well, it's gonna happen now. He's gonna ask you who it was, and then
okay.
will you tell him?
No,
You won't.
no.
Really?
Should I?
Yeah, I think you should.
Well, maybe sure then.
I mean, if some chick hit on Kyle, would you not want to know?
I feel like they do.
Would you not want to know?
I don't really care. Hit away.
Maybe like was the feet thing accidental? Maybe like you just thought like he was. So okay, so then what did you do with your feet?
Move them,
You did.
and then his also moved to touch mine again.
I am so like I cannot believe I've never heard this before.
I know. I thought it would be good something to say. I thought it'd be good. I don't even know what made me think about it the other night. I think it was last night. I was laying there. Something triggered it, obviously.
But what does he even think that you're gonna do? Like,
Well, isn't that what men do though, or women, or whoever? Isn't that kind of like a first step in checking things out? I don't know. I've never
was this the
gone for
single
it.
one or was this the married one?
That was a married one.
Like, what's he? Oh, okay. Like, let's hook up later because it's bizarre.
It is bizarre.
Yeah, I have so many follow-up questions, but unfortunately for the privacy of parties involved.
What kind of follow-up can I not answer?
Who? Who? That's my main follow-up question. I want to know who these people were.
Yeah, I know.
This is nuts.
Yeah.
No,
right?
I've never had anything like that.
Okay, but my main reason for saying it, I'm just making sure it's not me. Like putting something out there.
Right. Well, I'd be curious to know. I mean, like, I've had, like, inappropriate comments before.
I think that's just being a chick.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Like, from husbands
Yeah.
or whatever. It's just inappropriate.
Yeah.
But, no, I would never define any of them as being hit on. So maybe you are putting out a certain energy.
That's what I'm wondering.
Okay, I think, though, you would probably know if your friends would not want you around their husbands if you were putting on.
That's fair. Totally.
Women are super sensitive to that kind of thing.
No, that's fair enough.
I really don't think you are.
All right. Thank you. I feel better now.
Like, you're not over familiar with men. Like, you're not like zeroing in on them. When you know those people, they walk into the room and it's like they're at the husbands.
Right.
We all know them.
Do we?
I feel like we do. Maybe it's you. If you don't know any, it's you. No, it's not.
I don't think
you.
I pay attention to stuff like that.
Yeah, no, I don't think you're doing anything. You're just super hot.
Yeah, let's go with that.
That's
sure.
it.
Something like that.
Yeah, you just have like a magnetic energy. I'm really thirsty today, so we're just gonna.
Do we love our mugs? Mm-hmm. Do you know who made these? My friend Tiff, TLC Pottery. We love them.
They're cute.
They're so cute.
Does she have like a shop
She has an online shop
online?
on Instagram.
What's
TLC Pottery.
TLC. Mm-hmm. That's cute.
She has her own little like workshop in her
She
backyard.
donated these to us.
No, I purchased these
Oh,
ones.
that's nice.
Yeah. No, I have a bunch of her stuff. I love it. My favorite bowl that I bought from her, somebody shattered like before I even got to use it.
Who shattered it?
Kyle.
Oh no.
My big white bowl. I loved it. It was like my serving bowl for like mashed potatoes if I'm going somewhere like that.
You never even used it.
Oh, maybe I did once.
Oh, okay. And
Or
you're
that's what my plan was
right.
for it.
That was your visions. You had a whole life trajectory.
Yeah, and then it just never.
Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah.
So I had this thing I was thinking about. So this is okay. So I have a couple ways this could kind of go. Mm-hmm. But I was thinking, okay, so I have these false memories.
Okay.
Which is
How do you know they're false memories?
because I never lived in New York.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So I have these memories. Sorry.
Yeah.
You just made me laugh.
Well, that's not a false memory. That's just make believe.
No, I have these memories of like like I can picture like an apartment I used to live in or something. I can picture it. I lived alone. Like, it's almost like I have like a reoccurring dream or something, but it feels like a memory.
Okay.
Like I was like single. I lived alone in this apartment. I can picture the apartment. Like this, it was like really small. I know where the bathroom was. Tiny stairs led down to this alley. I can picture it. And I also have reoccurring dreams all the time. And I'm talking like once a month where I'm in a musical or in a play.
Wow.
And I don't know my lines. I'm like trying to like look at the script. I've never been in a play.
Right.
Like, where are these memories coming from?
I think that one, I have that with like serving, where I can't remember
You
their
were a
order.
server, though.
I know, but you're in the arts.
I'm not in the arts.
Yeah, you worked for SOPA for so long, or involved with that, and like you totally are. Like, if you're gonna have a panic moment, that's gonna be your panic moment. What else would you equate in your life to like, oh my gosh, I'm on the spot right now and I can't remember?
It's always like me, and every time I have the dream, I'm like, oh my gosh, this time it's not a dream. It's happening for real this time.
Okay, but back to the apartment.
Yeah.
Do you are you reincarnated?
That's
I know,
what I'm
that's right.
thinking.
I know.
Because I do not believe in reincarnation
Of course
at
not.
all. Some people do, and no offense to people who do.
No, totally.
I just don't.
Yeah.
But I'm just wondering if that's like, if I did, that would definitely be my past life. I would be like, I was a single lady living in New York. I know what my apartment looked like. I had a cat.
I was just gonna ask if you had a cat.
Of course I did. Walls were kind of a yellowy color. I can picture this apartment so clearly. Dingy, not great, not a great apartment. Not like
I can't wait to go to New York sometime and we walk into that apartment.
That would be weird. That's
Can you
odd
imagine?
though. I think I'd believe like that would be what I would think my past life. And I don't know why I have this memory.
Do you know what you did for a living, or that's
no?
Okay.
So I'm wondering, maybe these are my musical theater dreams. Like I was like this musical theater.
Oh, you're on Broadway.
Probably.
Obviously.
Probably.
All right. If you could be in any Broadway musical, what would it be?
Oh. Ooh. Well, I'm trying to think.
What's your favorite Broadway musical, or your top 3? It's hard to say.
What's your top 3? Do you know off the top of your head?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, don't tell me yours yet.
All right.
Wicked.
Yes.
Rent.
Yes. Have you seen Rent on? Yeah, you did see it in theater too. Yeah, okay. On Broadway.
Not on Broadway.
Well, traveling Broadway.
Yeah. Oh, what's my third? I'm actually gonna say Waitress, I think.
See, you know what's funny? It's because I was going back between Hamilton and Waitress as
Oh,
well.
I forgot about Hamilton.
Oh,
Stupid.
okay. Oh, see, and I took Waitress over Hamilton.
Yeah, you know what? I'm just trying to think, like, if I ever had to go back to see one, and I've seen Waitress twice now.
Yeah.
Ryan has seen Waitress twice, and he elected to go to Waitress a second time because he liked it so much.
It's so good. Do
And
you remember me in New York when we saw it?
you were like ugly.
It
crying.
was a problem. Like, okay, so first off, Sarah Bareilles was in it when we went. We didn't know she was going to be in it, but we got there and she was in it. We're like, oh my gosh. And I'm obsessed. I think she's one of the most underrated artists out there, along with Charlie Puth. But
Shout out Charlie Puth.
love. Yeah, and Sarah Bareilles. But I love her. And
she wrote the music
and lyrics and everything, right? So, I mean, having the writer sing it, it was amazing. It was like an experience, right? And I don't even feel like, I feel like I should have been crying at the time, but then I couldn't stop.
It wasn't pretty crying though.
No, it was a problem.
Like, you know how when you're like Hamilton at the end, like you're just kind of like,
you're just like,
and you're trying to pull yourself together. You were like shaking.
Well, like every time I see Wicked, I've seen Wicked 3 times now, twice in New York, and at Defying Gravity, like I can't not cry. It's such a moment, but it's more of like just like this empowering moment. Whereas Waitress, I'm like weeping, making noises. Like the song's done, like, we're done, like, and I'm still going.
You're like moaning like, a little. That's what you were doing.
Why? It's like I identified it with this like woman who's like being beaten by her husband.
That's
who's
your past life.
Oh.
that's your past life.
No, I don't know. She hit me hard though. But yeah, I have to put Waitress in my top 3 because of that.
Did you cry as hard when you watched it in the one closer to where we live?
No.
You didn't?
No, I got weepy. Because it's just a moment. There's something about vocals like that are just like, I can't. Like, it doesn't even have to be a song.
Is it that song that gets you?
No, not really. Because I know, that's like used to be mine. It was like, I feel like kids have danced to it a million times.
So when does it start up? When does the crying start up?
Well, that's when. It's around that time. It is the trigger because, I don't know. I'm just not even, I don't even feel like I'm a crier.
Well, I remember like the first time we saw Wicked, we watched it, and then we both got into the car after and started crying in the back seat. Do you remember that?
Yeah, like just we're having like we couldn't just talk. We just had to sit there and cry. And the husbands were like, "What the f is going on in the back seat right now?" They just
carried on with their conversation, and we're like losing our minds crying. I don't know what it is when you're so overwhelmed by something you've just seen and it's so amazing, and
it really is.
There's nowhere for that to go.
It's an experience like no other for me. Like if I could have done anything in the world, that's what I would have done. I would have loved to have been on Broadway.
Like if talent wasn't an issue, like I had it all. I had it all.
Talent wasn't an issue.
Yeah, like I obviously can't dance. I can act, kinda. I can't sing, really. I can carry a tune.
Sing, it's not Broadway style, maybe.
No, yeah. I was just thinking that the other day. My dream job by far would have been to like be on Broadway. So to answer your original question, I think it would have to be Wicked. Just because of like the ensemble, like it's so.
Now, are you like a lead in Wicked, or like are you Glinda, or are you Elphaba, or are you just like a munchkin?
Okay, we all know I'm not a munchkin.
I'm just wondering what kind of role you want to be.
Please. I don't know.
Do you want to be Fiyero?
No. I think I'd want to lead. I'm just trying to think if I'm a Glinda or an Elphaba, and I feel like I'm an Elphaba.
Oh, I totally want to be Elphaba.
That's what you'd pick too?
Oh, for sure.
Is that the musical you would choose to be in?
Yes.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Oh, I've played it out many times.
And you're going to be Elphaba?
I'm really good too.
You're really good at what?
When I'm playing it out in my head and when I'm like going hardcore in the bathroom, I'm good. I'm a good Elphaba.
Did you prepare a number for us today?
Not even a little bit. No.
Isn't there going to be a live action? Live action, isn't Ariana Grande?
I think she's actually doing it on Broadway, actually. Isn't she? I thought she was... Like, I know you mean live action, like when they do the actual... Like, they did it for Grease and they've done it for other things where they do it live, but on TV.
Yeah.
I thought for some reason she was actually going to be playing Glinda on Broadway.
Oh, is she playing Glinda?
Yeah, that's who she's playing is Glinda.
Yeah, she's a Glinda for sure.
Yeah, she'll be amazing. If she is actually playing her on Broadway, I would actually go see her. I think that would be phenomenal.
Like you traveled to go see her?
Yeah. Have you had any like famous people like in the cast when you were seeing any of them? Or any Broadway show?
When we went to see School of Rock.
Yes.
The guy who played what's the main character's name?
Jack Black's character?
Yeah.
Yeah.
His name is Alex Brightman, and he's gone on to become quite famous on Broadway. Like he plays the lead guy in Beetlejuice now. Like he's quite a famous Broadway name.
He was there when we were there?
He was the
lead?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't remember that. Do you remember who else was in the audience that day?
Yeah, he talked for a bit.
Andrew Lloyd Webber.
That was cool.
That was so cool.
Yeah, that was exciting.
Because was it opening night that night or something that were there?
First or second preview.
Okay, right.
Yeah.
And so like the cast from the television show was there, which I actually didn't really care about because I don't, whatever. But
I love not the television show, the movie.
The movie, sorry, not Jack Black, but like the kids that were in it.
So good.
I forgot. I was making a list of all the Broadway shows I'd seen. I forgot to actually put School of Rock on there.
School of Rock is really good. That was really good.
Yeah, it was very good.
The only one I think, I've liked most of what I've seen. I didn't like Book of Mormon that much. The music is great.
Yeah.
Music is amazing, funny. I laugh still when I hear the music.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was all right.
Kyle just sent me a meme the other day. Actually, just talking about today. I was like, why did you send me a Book of Mormon meme? He's like, that was so funny. I'd never heard of it. I was like, a Book of Mormon? He didn't. I'm like, I've seen it with Vicky. He's like, you have? Like, he had no idea. I'm like, yeah.
Book of Mormon. Like, so 2010.
Right? Like, come on, Kyle.
Keep up. Keep up. Book of Mormon is like the music is really funny.
It is funny. It's not appropriate for dance competitions, and that's where I saw it at the beginning. I was like, oh, it's a lot. Like, baptize me. It's a lot for a dance competition.
Yeah. My favorite song on that one is where, like, I don't know the music that well, but when he's like, God's gonna use you and me, but mostly me.
And that's a song he sent me. Oh. Yeah, he thought it was amazing. Yeah.
It is. It's really funny.
It is. It's totally funny. And super offensive, I feel like, to Mormons, but
I'm sure it is.
But remember, they were in the lobby and stuff. Like, they were sponsors of the show.
Yeah, like
it's like, if you can't beat them, join them, which I think is brilliant, actually.
They're what did it say in the program? It was like, do you want to know the real something or other?
Right.
Like, look, which is so smart.
So, like, exactly. If you can't beat them, join them. You might as well be there and around it, as opposed. I was like, good play, Mormons. Good play.
Yeah. We love our Mormons. Well done.
We do love our Mormons.
Yeah. Is that your least favorite?
No, Phantom.
Oh, Ryan wants to see Phantom so bad.
Don't send him on his own.
Robin wants to see it too.
Then she can go with him.
It's leaving Broadway.
I also didn't like The Lion King. Mm-hmm. Just certain ones. It's like,
I remember you saying that.
Yeah.
Because you don't like puppets.
I don't like puppets.
As a rule?
Sure. Yeah, I'll go with that. I'm not a big puppet person.
So you just don't like, when you're seeing them, were you like, I hate this? Or was
I hated it.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. Like, I didn't expect it to be that puppety.
Yeah, it's big time puppety.
Yeah, no, I want people.
But it's not. Oh, so don't see Avenue Q if you don't like puppets.
I would never.
Because Lion King is more like people controlling them from underneath. Like, it isn't like
you
people
can still
like
the people. Oh yeah,
they're not like up inside their body. Of the like. It isn't like Mufasa is a puppet. Let's just be clear.
That would be funny if it was. But
yeah, but Avenue
I would have
Q,
enjoyed that more.
Avenue Q would not be for you if you don't like puppets.
No, I would never see it.
No, I would never see it either.
No, there's some that I didn't know I wanted to see, that I think, like Once Upon This Island, I'd really like to see that.
Yeah.
Certain ones that and Carousel apparently is amazing.
It's old. It's oldie.
I know, but apparently it's really good.
Is it on Broadway?
It is. It is.
We need to plan a trip to New York.
We do need to plan a trip to New York.
It's been a long time.
We're bringing the pod to New York.
Yeah.
How fun would that be?
Yeah, we'll have to bring up we'll have to bring along our equipment guy.
He'll want to come. It's okay.
I'm sure he will want to
come. Guy. Prop sound, lighting, video
editing.
It's okay. He'll want to come.
Yeah. Production manager.
Everything.
Yeah.
Speaking of, can I get some more coffee? I'm just joking.
We'll just pause so our guy can get us more
props.
Drinks. Yeah. All right. Drink break.
Total drink break. So what else this week? You had lots of social interactions. Activity. Yeah. Mm-hmm. This week was like emotional for me. There was like just a lot of.
You seem to be in your head.
I was so in my head this week. Yeah, I definitely get like that now. But there was so much. Earlier in the week, actually midweek, I was in my head, and then towards the end of the week, we went out for dinner on Friday night in Vancouver with a couple. They're a new couple, and it's the cutest thing I've ever seen in my life. Like, I'm just like, I'm dying.
Like they're newly dating.
Yeah, like 6 weeks dating.
Yeah, I think Kyle mentioned that.
Yeah, that's and exciting. I love it. It was the cutest thing I've ever seen in my life.
And you know her a long time, and it's him that's new.
That's right. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But so, he's lovely.
Good match.
I can't wait for him to join the family.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
which I'm assuming will happen. But
it's
cool. Yeah, I'm very happy.
Okay,
yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's exciting.
Yeah.
Where did you guys go?
The Farmer's Apprentice, which is like a family style restaurant on West 6th. West 6th? Yeah. So good. She actually lives right above it.
Of course,
which I didn't realize. I've heard of the restaurant a ton, and she lives above it. I was like,
did you go up to her place after that?
I did.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, it was fun.
And you came back that night?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Brooklyn came over for a bit. She was on set all day, so she dropped in for like the last hour and hung out a bit and met him. Yeah. We're going to go up at Easter as a family up to the mother-in-laws and stuff. It'll be fun.
Like all of you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah. But it was a good way to end the week because it was just so, I felt it was chaotic at the beginning of the week.
Did you feel better by the end of the week? Like, how were you yesterday? Were you kind of out of your head a bit?
I was tired. I had too much to drink on a Friday night, which I never do. I actually didn't have that much. I had I love a good gin and tonic, and they used Empress gin, which I love. Shout out to Empress gin.
Have you always liked gin and tonic?
No.
No, I didn't think so.
It's my new thing. And
Yeah.
I'm obsessed. It's that purple gin. They make it on Vancouver Island. It changed my life a little bit. It, like, if something was going to make me an alcoholic, that's what it would be.
When I say things changed my life, you mock me. I'm just letting that go. See what I did there? How does gin and tonic change your life?
I mock you when
You did. Last time, I think I said it last time. Something changed my life, and you were like...
Maybe it was something really dumb that changed your life.
Probably was. Gin and tonic shouldn't change your life, but anyway.
It's good. It didn't change my
I
life, but
believe
it
you.
is very good. Changed my life in the way of I like to drink it and I don't like to drink alcohol. So,
Right.
yeah. But then I had a glass of wine when I went up to
Oh, that's what
the
did
apartment
it.
after, and that
That's
was
what
it.
did
Like,
yeah.
it was ridiculous. I was like out on Saturday. Like, I couldn't even barely get out of bed.
Yeah.
ridiculous.
You probably needed it, though.
No, I don't drink ever.
I know, but you were like mentally all over the place this week a little bit.
Yeah, my
so-
sister's, that's right. I was at the hospital the one night with my sister's youngest. She got into some medicine, so they just wanted to be careful, make sure she was okay. She was fine.
Kids
She
are
was fine,
stupid.
but kids are silly. It was even like a childproof
Yeah.
lock, and
I
she
know.
was up on the counter, undid, like 2 minutes away
I know.
from grandma, and
Kids are
found the extra drink
stupid.
Tylenol. Like, why? Because those are tasty.
They're so annoying.
But she's fine, so that's good. It's never fun wondering if they've consumed something like that. But
Would you consider yourself like when you're like having a rough week and like you're in your head, like, do you talk about it or do you just stew on it? Like, are you an introvert that way?
I stew. Do not talk about it.
Yeah. Because I was thinking about it this week, like I know for sure, the introvert extrovert conversation has been exhausted, and I'm not really trying to get into that. But I was just thinking about you, like, because you're not like, I think people think that introverts are shy.
Yeah, no.
But you're not shy.
No, but I'm definitely introverted.
You're definitely introverted.
Yeah.
Like, you don't. I mean, you do process things externally sometimes.
I'm an extroverted introvert is what it is.
Yeah.
I'm not afraid to be, I'm afraid to talk, although it gives me mad anxiety to go into social situations, which I didn't realize, but I'm okay to speak to people. I'm okay but I'd rather not.
Yeah.
But I'm not awkward. I don't feel like I'm awkward when I'm like in a group of people I don't know or anything. Like I can hold my own. I hate it.
I think that the key to whether or not you are is when you're going through something, how you deal with that. Are you
Right.
like phoning people, trying to like air it out, talk
it
about
takes
it?
a lot before I get
Yeah.
to that point. I have to be like really
Processed
done.
it.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
totally me.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, what would you consider yourself, intro or extra?
Oh, introvert.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
Like, I can't even, if you ask me a question that I've never even thought about before, like, I can't talk that out loud.
Right.
Like, it takes everything in me. I have to be like, give me a minute. It has to go on up there. And I'm thinking, and I've had this theory before, I come off as opinionated. I think you probably do sometimes too.
Oh, for sure.
And I think it's because we've already thought about it.
Right.
So they're presenting an issue or something, and if we already have thought about it,
Right.
we already have thought about it. We don't have to do the whole.
We have an opinion on it.
We
Yeah.
have an opinion on it, so
Right.
of course it comes off opinionated. But
Right.
we've already put so much thought into it. We're pretty certain that we.
and it just is insult to injury that we're usually right too. So it just really hurts people when you've got it right away.
Almost
and you're
always right.
Yeah.
Almost always
95% easy.
95.
I tell my kids that all the time. And Kyle, I think he's actually realized that it's true. I'm like, right, like 95% of the time.
Yeah.
It's this gift.
Some people just have to.
I'm super wise. Just so wise.
He's so blessed.
He is blessed. Can you tell him that later?
He knows.
Okay.
He knows. He said something interesting. Well, I mean, interesting is probably a stretch, but anyways, we talked before about this, about how like you and I are the same but different.
Yeah.
So like he mentioned, like we grew up the same, but we are actually quite different.
Absolutely. Yeah.
But I was trying to pinpoint like how we're different, because we're both introverted, clearly.
I was even thinking like, we talked about like who's more friendly, that type of
Yes,
thing before.
yeah.
So I think I'm more friendly than you are.
Yeah.
Like in this situation where like sitting at like a desk and like interacting with
Right.
people. But I think in the circumstance where it's like a group of people, you would be more friendly. You're more to go out and just talk to somebody. I wouldn't.
Oh, interesting.
You would talk to them. They'd have to talk to me first.
Right. Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I think in that situation, you're friendlier.
Right.
Whereas I'll keep to myself.
Right.
But in a like a work situation or like where I have to actually speak.
You can put it on better than I
That's
can
right.
put it on.
I'm good at faking it.
You are. You're a better faker than I am.
Such a good fake.
But yeah, like if we were with a bunch of like people, I'm easier to get to know because I'm putting myself out there more, you think?
Maybe. But then I also feel like I'm an overshare. Like once I start talking, then you're going to know everything about me.
I don't feel like you're that way.
Really?
No.
Oh, that's good. Because I feel like I am.
No,
I
I
feel
don't
like
think
sometimes
so.
I'm like way too much info.
No.
Oh, good.
I'm just trying to think of a scenario where it felt like I was doing more socializing and you were hanging back. I don't know.
Oh, I don't know. I'm just saying like if we were in that circumstance. So we're
Okay.
like,
So if me and you were put in a room and we're introduced to new people, we don't know any of them. Like you don't know a single soul. I don't know a single soul.
Yeah.
You think I'm going to make friends before you make friends?
I don't know about friends. I think you'd speak to someone before I would.
Right.
I don't think you're making lifelong connections before me. I think you're probably just going out there and making the initial. You talk to them and then I'd come in behind you and start talking to them too.
And then you would they'd be yours.
And then they'd be like,
she's better. I'm just warming them up for you.
Thanks for that. Just butter them up. No.
Yeah, I guess so.
I also feel like, and this might sound horrible, I feel like at this time in my life, at this age, I'm just not out looking for friends.
No.
You know, like
Yeah.
I'm good.
Yeah.
I don't mind making new friends, like if it happens organically or whatever, but I'm definitely not out there trying to make new relationships by any means.
I don't think anybody at our age is.
Oh, I totally think they are.
Really?
Absolutely. I think people are very unsettled in life and feel like they always need to, like if they're not comfortable with who they are, with who their friends are or what their relationship is with them, if they're, you know what I mean? Like if
They're looking
you don't
for
have
you.
deep relationships with people, I think you're always looking for someone else
If that's a
to have a
need in your
relationship.
life.
That's right.
Like some people need to have big social circles,
Yeah, no, not me.
big friendship groups.
I definitely know a lot of people. I talk to a lot of people even in my daily life, definitely, but
Yeah, you talk to way more people than I do.
yeah.
So in that way, you're more.
But it's all via text and stuff though, right? Like it's not like I'm like calling and like, because we know I don't like talking on the phone.
When texting first came out, you were a nightmare with it.
What do you mean?
Like you've calmed down so much.
What does that even mean?
Oh, it was hard to sit with you. You were texting constantly.
To other people?
When you were with us, like let's say if we were in a group scenario, like let's say if it was me, my husband Kyle, you were on your phone the entire time.
Oh, that's so tacky.
Oh, you were. It was crazy.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I just got some confirmation
sure you
from the help over there. It was wild. Oh, yeah.
That's embarrassing, actually.
I think it's one of those things though. Like when something's new, you just
But why? Why do I need to talk to people that badly?
you just text a lot of people. Apparently, you were just super excited about it, but you were just really a texter.
How do you know they weren't texting me?
I'm sure they were, but you were like, it was full time. Like you were on it all the time.
What year? What do you mean by when it was new?
Like, so when the smartphones started coming out where you could actually like texting wasn't like, having to like pick the letter. Like, you remember when it was really slow when
you had to like hit
press
it 3
100
times?
buttons?
Yeah.
It was when it was like the smartphone.
So iPhones.
Thing. Exactly.
So what? How long ago was that? 15 years ago?
Yeah. It was right brand like spanking new.
And I just sat on my phone?
Yep.
Cool.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
It's okay.
That's actually super annoying.
I'm clearly over it. Didn't mean to call you out publicly.
I'll take it.
But think about how we were on Facebook at the beginning.
Oh, so cringy.
Yeah.
No one cares that Velvet had a bad sleep.
Yeah.
Velvet is walking up 20 flights of stairs today. Like, no one cares.
I feel like I was worse than almost anybody.
I don't think you were. I think you're just self-conscious.
No.
Have you ever gone back and looked at those?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll have to do that sometime because that's some cringy shit.
I once had one where I was like, I had been to the dentist. I had got like a filling and I wrote, Vicky is numb. And
So deep.
I know. And then I got like, hope everything's okay. I got all that. Like, I'm here to talk. I'm like, oh my goodness. I died.
You're so attention seeking.
Which I'm not at all.
I know you're
But
not.
I think we were all just, remember when we used to be able to like write on each other's wall? Like, stop by your place the other day and you weren't home. Like you could write on their wall. Everyone could see it. Do you remember that?
No.
Oh yeah. Like you're having full on conversations with people. Like everyone could see it. You're talking about what you did.
Facebook was so different then. Hey?
Oh, yeah.
Do you remember it coming out?
Yeah.
Yeah, I do too. I remember we lived up on Promontory when that happened. Mm-hmm. We were neighbors. I remember it coming out.
Everybody, like, it was February. You remember the month?
No.
Yeah, because if you look, it'll say you're a member since February 2007. Guarantee. If you looked right now, it would say you've been a member since February 2007.
Interesting.
Yeah. We all just went crazy. And then our statuses were...
ridiculous.
Vicky is trying to get housework done.
And no one cares.
I guess it was... We were all just trying to be clever.
And none of us were.
No.
Because it was always like, it had to be like Velvet is or whatever. It was never just like you could write anything you want. Thank goodness. I think they should take Facebook away. Yeah.
They never will.
Really? I find it very like, Oma.
There's a new thing. There's some sort of bill C-18 where Canada wants, I'm going to get this wrong. Canada wants news outlets that aren't Canadian to pay Canada if Facebook users in Canada see their content. So the company's like, okay, that's fine. We just won't give you our news then.
Totally. Why would they care?
So we'd be in a situation where on Instagram and Facebook, anything that meta,
right,
we wouldn't see any news but Canadian news.
Do you see news on Facebook?
News articles come up.
Oh,
yeah.
I maybe check Facebook once a week, maybe at best.
Yeah, well, news articles come up and stuff. But how North Korean is that? Our social media is only Canadian?
Yeah.
That's nuts.
Yeah, welcome to Canada.
Yeah, I mean, you can go on other websites, I suppose, but...
Or read the newspapers.
I get now, like, I'm not going to criticize the government, but when things, like, make you mad about what's going on, you're like, oh, I just want to move. Like, I just want to go to Europe, or I just want to move.
That's what I keep saying.
Yeah.
I'm, like, ready to pack it in, and I want to move to the south of France. There's something that is so appealing about Europe to me. And I know they have issues in Europe, too, or whatever, but there's something about Europe that I just feel like it's carefree or something.
I don't think it is.
I don't know. Those people living in south of France seem pretty carefree to me.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it's carefree. People have their lives and problems.
Right.
But I think there's a slower pace of life.
Yeah.
They take all of August off in some places.
Right.
Like, they're more realistic about how life should be.
Like, I want to, like, walk to the bakery every morning and get my baguette.
You're not walking to the bakery every morning and picking up a baguette.
If I live in the south of
You
France,
would
I
not.
am.
No, you would not.
You don't think I'm going to have it Ubered to me?
No, I just don't feel like you're the type of person who wakes up and walks down and gets a baguette
In
every
Europe,
morning.
I am. Stop looking at him for confirmation today. That's like the third time you've done that. In Europe, I'm a different human.
But you're not going to be vacation velvet the whole time.
Yes, I will.
All right.
You can come visit me.
No, I'm going to live there too.
Oh, nice.
I want to live with you in the south of France.
We'll have villas next to each other. That'd be nice.
I'll pick up your baguette for you. I'm the morning person. You're not the morning person. I am. I'm the one at 6 o'clock texting people. And I have to apologize. Oops. Didn't see the time. Sorry. I'm that person.
I would walk and get a baguette. I am different. I'm different. Look at him for this one. Am I different in Europe?
You want me now to check in?
Yep.
Is she different in Europe?
Yeah, but it's vacation. So.
Vacation velvet. We got it is vacation velvet.
Whatever.
Do you think we travel well together? Me and you?
Yeah, absolutely.
I think we do too.
We travel like in small cars and back seats.
Yeah.
And yeah.
I think we always have.
Yeah, we always have.
We did.
We're good because we both sleep easy.
Yeah.
We just sleep the whole way.
And I feel like we're both not overly sensitive or touchy. Like, if you need a minute or if I need a minute, we don't take each other's like...
I don't take it seriously.
Well, like,
yeah.
I mean, to elaborate on that, I was with a group and I was just quiet. I was tired. There's a lot of energy going on around me and I just kind of withdrew. So I was asked like 3 times, are you okay? Are you okay? And I actually phoned Ryan and I'm like, Velvet would never ask me if I'm okay. Like, she knows I'm okay. And there's something to be said about that.
Yeah.
Like having just that comfort, not having to
explain yourself. Yeah.
It was exhausting. And then you feel like you have to be like super on.
I've realized I'm a nightmare day one traveler. Whether I'm with my family, by myself.
I can see that.
I'm not a day. I've realized it's the last time I was in Mexico, the end of last year, and I just realized I was like, oh, I'm not a good day one. Like, I don't want people talking to me day one. I'm
you're right.
tired because I never go to bed. Even
it's hard to fall asleep.
Right. So I stay up all night. Now I'm hungry by the time we get there. You've been traveling all day. Like, just don't even come near me. But everybody thinks I'm cranky. But I'm like, no, I'm just
I can see that.
Yeah, I'm not good day one.
Yeah, I think I'm fine day one. I don't think I'm kind of the same. I feel like.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I'll own it. I'm good. I'm okay being having a cranky day. I also maybe it's just the travel days. I'm not good going home usually either. But
yeah, going home's for sure probably my worst. But
I always seem to have some sort of stomach issue going home too, which is always just not ever.
Because you're eating weird food the whole time, and you already have stomach issues. So
the worst I think was in Dominican on the way home, and I didn't eat fruit all week, but the mango looked so good.
Oh yeah, that's gonna do it.
Day before we left. Who eats the mango? I sure did. Woke up the next morning with what you think I would have, and I got my period. It was just like the whole mixture of everything. I was sitting in the middle seat on the plane with a gentleman on the outside, so Kyle's window. I bumped him saying, excuse me, like, so I could get out of the aisle probably like 10 times during the flight.
Right.
It was horrible. Horrible.
Ryan was once sitting next to this little girl. I don't know how the seating went. Oh, he wasn't. What was it?
I hope it wasn't Ryan with the little girl.
No, he was. I think I was next to my kids.
Yeah.
And then I was on the aisle and he was on the aisle next to me on the other side. Okay. So there's a girl in the middle and she was sitting alone for some reason, maybe 10. She got up, no word of a lie, like 12 times. So at one point he goes, maybe next time you're on a plane, you shouldn't drink so much water. You're such a jerk.
Such a jerk. She's 10. She just wants to get up. She's actually not going to the washroom.
Not going to the
not
washroom.
Even a little bit.
He was so irritated every time. Because you can't really fall asleep when someone's like getting up constantly.
I was next to somebody on a plane and she was like dead asleep the whole time. But I had to get up. I don't get up often, but it was a longer flight. And so I just...
Did you step over them?
Like, yes, but like on the hand, like on the seat handles.
So she could have woken up with like...
She did. When I was coming back, she woke up with my crotch right in her face. I was like, I'm so sorry. I didn't want to wake you at mine. Fail. Major fail. Yeah, I felt like such an ass. And now I have to sit next to her for the rest of the flight looking like an ass. Jeez.
Should have just woken her up.
I was just trying to be kind.
That's why I never want the aisle seat. I just want the window where I don't get up at all.
Yep.
I just want to sleep.
Yep.
No one like bugs me. I want a sign that actually says, don't ask me if I want to drink.
Yeah.
Like I just...
If my eyes are closed, do not interact with me at all.
Is that not the worst when you get into a fight in the car on the way to somewhere and then you have to walk in like you're not fighting at all?
Oh, I've never done that.
You and Kyle...
No, I'm just kidding.
I'm like, how have you escaped that?
No, we're really good in the car. No, of course.
That is the worst. And you have to go in acting like I haven't been crying half the way there. And
I feel like we just wouldn't show up then.
I
can't fake it.
Oh yeah, I can turn it right off.
And I can't. So we'd probably just go home.
Have you done that, you think?
I know we have.
And what do you say? Like, oh,
no, something.
I have diarrhea. I ate mango.
Too much mango today. Too much fresh mango. Yeah, no, definitely. Again, because I can't put it on hold. I can't just stick it away and then pretend it'd be so obvious how unhappy I am.
See, that's a difference between you and me too. Like, I think I'm able to mask where I'm at, where you're a little bit more, it's on your face a bit more.
For sure. And I didn't realize that till like more recently than that I actually do wear it on my face.
What made you aware of it?
Someone told me.
Really? Who told you?
Either you or Kyle.
Really?
Yeah, I didn't realize how visual I was with it.
Yeah. It's like quite... I used to think like, oh, it's because I know you so well, but I think you just wear it. You have a hard time like compartmentalizing it and like stuffing it away and not having it on your face.
I feel like I can stick it somewhere else, but there's also 500 other things in my brain going on at the same time. So I might stick that one away, but now this one's here instead, you know? It just does a rotation.
Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely like it's your body language.
Yeah.
Your body language definitely gives you away. I don't know if it would for everybody, but if anyone knows you well enough, Yeah. I mean, I guess that could go for me too, if you know
Sure.
me well enough.
Yeah.
But I can like go to, like I used to be able to go to work when I worked in an office, and you would never have known
Right.
that had just gotten into it, like with a kid, or I could
Yeah. Sometimes when I have gone to work before, and I'll be like, Amanda will say something to me, and she can tell on my face, like visibly, that something's happened that day, and she'll ask me a question. I'm like, we're just not talking about it. Like, don't ask me. I will, because I'm getting teary. Just you know what I mean. Like, don't. Let's just pretend it never. And she's like, oh, sorry. I'm like, it's fine. Just don't ask me about it.
Have you always been that way?
No.
Yeah.
I'm way more emotional as I get older.
I wonder why that happens.
So annoying. I hate it.
You think men get more emotional as they get older?
I think they get crankier.
That's so true. Oh my goodness.
Not emotional.
That's
they get like
true.
ornery. Like they actually start getting ornery.
It's so
bizarre
true.
to me.
Yeah.
I've actually had to say to Kyle, I'm like,
Me
you
too.
say sometimes you say old man things
I've
now.
said that to Kyle too.
You probably have. Yeah.
No, I haven't.
No, but I have in the last year. There's been a couple times where I'm like, bud, like my grandpa would have said that to somebody. Just no filter. Like they don't.
Yeah.
It's like they forget thinking that things can be offensive sometimes, right? It's just I don't know. It's funny, but I'm like,
And they don't care as much.
that's probably it.
I
too.
think it's almost like a mentality of whatever. I've earned the right to have this.
Guys get cranky. They
Yeah.
get ornery.
It's
It's
true.
weird.
Yep.
Maybe we get bitchier, but they definitely get ornery. That's like the best word to describe it.
Yeah, for sure. And women just get more emotional.
Yeah.
Whether that's like you cry more or you're bitchier or whatever.
Yeah.
I think some women for sure become like these nasty
Oh, for sure.
middle-aged older ladies.
I wonder if I will when I'm older.
No, I don't think so.
Sometimes it'd be nice to just say everything that went into your brain, though. Don't you think? Mm-mm. Do you ever think you actually earn the right to be that person? Do you think at some age you've earned the right to just kind of say it like it is?
No.
No?
I mean, I for sure don't waste my time now in situations or on people that I feel like I'm not getting anything out of this. I feel like even 10 years ago, I would have probably spent more time on certain things or given it more patience and attention, where now I'm like, I'm too old for this.
Yeah, it's not worth it.
Like, done.
Don't have the time for this.
No. But that also means I also don't give it any more of my attention. So
Right.
I'm not getting nasty about it because I don't care.
Right.
I think 10 years ago I would have cared. Right?
Yeah.
Which I don't know why that happens as you age.
I think just
Like, I don't know if it's
because
maturity.
like you, say, you just don't care. Like you realize there's no point in caring.
Yeah.
Can't change anything or whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You just get over it. You're like, nah, I'm good. Let's keep going.
Yeah. And it really doesn't.
It's not worth the
It
time.
really is an I'm good. Like, just don't care.
It's putting energy into something that for no reason. Like,
yeah.
just let it be and let's move on.
Yeah, totally. I don't know if that serves its purpose at this age, because I would have loved this attitude 10 years ago. I
Yeah.
could have used this attitude 10 years ago or even 20 years ago.
Yeah, it'd be good to learn that earlier in life
Yeah.
for sure.
You earn it, I think. Like,
Yeah.
it's like putting in your time as a human.
It's just perspective too.
Yeah,
right?
it is perspective. Yeah.
For sure. Yeah. All right.
Okay.
How you feeling about this?
I don't feel as cranky anymore.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, I feel good.
Good.
Yeah.
F you, Ryan.
No, we love Ryan. Ryan's a good one.
He is a good one.
He is a good one.
He just made you really great.
He did make me cranky, but that's okay. It wasn't.
That's what they do.
Yeah.
They wouldn't be your husband if they didn't make you cranky.
That's true.
once
And
in
I'm
a
sure
while.
I make him cranky too.
No.
No, of course not.
No.
That's ridiculous. What a ridiculous statement.
Let's end on that. That was ridiculous.
Okay. Where can people find us?
The vspotpod@gmail.com if you have any suggestions or thoughts,
Questions.
topics. Yeah, anything. That'd be awesome.
Commentary, critiques.
We'd love to hear your thoughts.
Not critiques. I don't want to.
I wanted critique.
Really?
Yeah, give us your critiques too. Let me hear it. Yeah, for sure.
What if it was like the sound of Velvet's voice drives me crazy?
Then I'd be like, don't listen.
Yeah, that's
Thanks for coming. No.
frick you.
I want, yeah. We're so PQ. Frick you. Or the V-Spot Pod on TikTok or the V-Spot on TikTok. You can find us on either. Instagram is the V-Spot. Facebook, which I love, is the V-Spot.
Yeah. We are going to do Facebook.
We are going to do Facebook.
Okay.
My mom and her friends are going to want to see us.
We
on
should
there.
dedicate, like, we'll only do cringy statuses on there. The V-Spot pod is taking a nap.
We totally should do that.
It's so funny.
It would say that so often. We're nappers.
The V-Spot pod is getting a baguette in south of France at 9 in the morning. And I'd be like, no, you're not.
That bitch still sleeping. All right.
Okay,
The vspotpod.com. Nope. The vspotpod at gmail.com.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We should have a website, though, thevspotpod.com.
Sure. We'll do that.
We'll get our help on it.
Perfect.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
You're